So let's see how we can solve this equation. We have 1 plus cos is equals to 2 sine theta. So the idea here is we need to have one trig ratio, that is either sine only or cos only, to be easier that way. So our equation is 1 plus cos . This is equals to 2 sine square theta. So the identity I'm going to use here to get rid of the sine is, we know that sine square plus cos square is equals to 1. So sine square is equals to 1 minus cos square. So if I apply this identity, this will be 1 plus cos is equals to 1 minus cos square. So if I use this identity, clearly you can see that we no longer have sine, we just have cos now. So this is 1 plus cos. This is equals to 2 minus 2 cos square theta. So let me rearrange everything by pushing everything to one side. So this will be 2 cos square theta plus the cos. I have that 1 minus 2. So this gives me 2 cos square theta plus cos minus 1. This is equals to 0. So what I'm forming here is actually a quadratic equation. So I'll need to solve the quadratic equation, then we'll come back to continue with our question. So this is our quadratic equation here. Now, for you to be able to see it clearly that it's a quadratic, let's say let P be cos. So I'll replace cos with a P. This will mean that this is 2P squared plus P minus 1 is equal to 0. So let's solve this quadratic. So using the quadratic formula, I can say P is equals to negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC. All this is over 2A. So P is equals to, my B value is a 1. So negative 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared minus 4. My A is a 2. My C is a negative 1 over 2A. So that's just over 2 times 2. So P is equals to negative 1 plus or minus, in that square root, we'll have 1 plus 8. Negative, negative becomes positive. All this is over 4. So P is equals to negative 1 plus or minus, the square root of 9 is 3. And this is divided by 4. So the first value of P will be negative 1 plus 3, that's a 2. So 2 over 4. The other value will be negative 1, negative 3, that's a negative 4. And over 4. So P is equals to half, and P is equals to negative 1. Remember, P is cos. So this means that this is cos theta is equals to half, and cos theta is equals to negative 1. Alright. So the first equation, let's start with cos theta being equals to negative 1. Now, cos is negative 1 at only one position. That position is at 180. So this means that theta is equals to the cos inverse of negative 1. So theta is equals to 180 degrees. So this is the first one. For the second one, we said that cos theta is equals to half. Now, I'll use a reference angle. Let's use phi. Cos phi is equals to half. This means that phi is equals to the cos inverse of half. So phi is equals to 60 degrees. Now, this is just a reference angle. If we look at this equation here, you can see that cos is positive, and we know that cos is positive in the first quadrant as well as in the fourth quadrant. So this means that theta in the first quadrant, theta is equals to phi, and phi was 60. In the fourth quadrant, theta is equals to 360 minus phi. So that is 360 minus 60, giving us 300. So our solution set for theta will be 60 degrees, 180 degrees, and 300 degrees. So there we have it.